In our present time in the modern revolution, we have received many life-changing experiences that has modernized and, in a way, improved our way of surviving in this universe. Recent discoveries have, for example, cured illnesses to prevent serious sicknesses or even death, where in the past the most weakest illness could have killed millions. For those who do not know what roller coasters are, they are fast-paced attractions. Some say roller coasters are the most thrilling experience that any living entity can live through, as this engineered design will leave butterflies in your stomach. Generally, roller coasters contain connected railroad tracks intricately designed to create sharp turns, steep drops, elevated heights, etc., as you will ride through this track at a typically fast speed. This sparks the interest of today's society because roller coasters allow the adventures, curiosity, and daredevilness in our personality.
In the 1400s, the Russians created ice sledding, where you would slide down a hill riding a wooden platform. This famous activity gave landowners the idea to create hills to advertise ice sledding to the public to make profit. This playful concept was kept in Russia until the 1700s. That is when the French visitors took the idea from the Russians and crafted the first wheeled coaster. As the roller coasters were being built for higher heights and faster speeds, the level of injury rose, closing the coasters. However, this occurred in Europe. The United States quickly obtained the idea of using railroads to ride up hills, but instead of drawing in people's interest, they used elevated railroads to mine for coal. In 1884, Lamarcus Thompson created the first American coaster in Coney Island, the Gravity Pleasure Switchback Railway, where the rider would be slowly transported on a hill and back. Due to the advances in technology, engineers constructed more intricate designs and changed the material from wood to steel for longer durability. Now, how are roller coasters constructed? Well, when engineers and Imagineers have the design and production to build a roller coaster, they first find a clear, vast area to commence with the construction. Next, you build the main support structure for the base of the roller coaster. For example, if a wooden roller coaster is being constructed, the constructing corporation will contact with the manufacturing factory to transport them excessive amounts of wood. In some cases, these factories are international, meaning that these factories would trade. Once the material is given, you shape the material necessary to build a roller coaster and finalize the track. Finally, you design the coaster, the cart the rider is safely on, based off the theme of the roller coaster. After successfully completing the test runs on the roller coaster's functionality, the roller coaster is open to the public.
On the contrary, despite the fact that roller coasters have certainly improved, riders can still get injured, which can lead to severe injuries or even death. The United States Consumer Product Safety Commission estimated that from the years 1997 to 2003 there was approximately 2,800 to 4,300 injuries in an amusement park. Whether the cause of these injuries was due to a technical malfunction or the faultiness of employees, the injuries included deadly falls, carotid artery dissection, stroke, and even traumatic brain injury. For instance, the most recent roller coaster death was in July of 2017 at the Ohio State Fair. This ride consisted of at least 6 large rows of seats that spun around 40 feet above the ground as the entire structure moved like a pendulum. The ride malfunctioned due to a corrosion in the metal used in the ride. A piece of the ride snapped off, dropping 2 people from 20 feet above, killing 1 person and wounding 6 others.
The roller coaster is quite the astonishing feat, with the tallest coaster reaching a height of 456 feet. That is more than enough to kill a human being. Although this is the case, and past deaths have proven roller coasters to be dangerous, humanity seems to be unfazed, enjoying the adrenaline for near-death experiences without considering the consequences. Has humanity become more brave, or have we always been this way? With roller coasters simply bringing out our inner courageousness, and is braveness good or bad? Well, according to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, or CPSC, about 4 people die each year in the United States from roller coasters. The CPSC also states that about 170 people in the United States die each year from drowning/hot water burns in the bathtub. Taking this into consideration, it is actually more likely for one to die from a bathtub, which is part of most people's daily lives, than a roller coaster, meaning that roller coasters aren't actually so dangerous as people claim them to be. After this analysis, one can see that the invention of the roller coaster is not harmful to the human race. In fact, if one should question the creation of the roller coaster, they should also question the creation of the bathtub, which is more than 40 times more dangerous. To the question of, is the creation of the roller coaster a good or bad thing, the answer is that it is a good thing. It has become one of the most thrilling and entertaining inventions in the modern revolution.